is holding its 2015 annual meeting at the Cornhusker. Here, Nebraska's Christina Hefner is standing by live.
John and Taryn, the AFAN annual meeting just got started here at the Cornhusker, and joining me now to talk more about it is the director of the Nebraska Department of Agriculture, Greg Ibach. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.
And so a big emphasis today is expanding the livestock industry. Why is that so important?
Well, the livestock industry actually takes our raw materials that farmers and ranchers grow across the state, corn and soybeans, and add value and provide jobs and industry within the state. So it's a way of increasing our agricultural power and prowess by feeding livestock and growing livestock in Nebraska.
The Nebraska Department of Agriculture is doing what's called a livestock-friendly program. So what does it mean to be livestock-friendly?
So a livestock-friendly program was initiated by the legislature several years ago. And counties can apply to have the Department of Agriculture look at their zoning regulations. And if we think those zoning regulations make sense and any farmer or rancher looking at those would be able to see his way through those regulations to be able to build a livestock facility, then they can be deemed livestock friendly.
And can this program help with the expansion of livestock?
So yes. And partly, though, it's a way for counties to say, you know, we want to embrace livestock. We want to have that value-added activity in our county. And we want to make sure that farmers and ranchers see a pathway that is workable within our county. So they're still in charge of their zoning regulations. They still have the power to decide. But it's kind of a second sounding board, if you will, for us to look at it to make sure that everything makes sense and it meets the environmental regulations in the state, provides places for urban areas and rural areas, and also is something that livestock producers can understand.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Director Ibach. And for now, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Christina, for that live coverage. We will have more live interviews from the AFAN annual meeting a little bit later in the